Hey guys, Sam here. Today's May 11th, and we have a new patch for Escape from Tarkov, specifically 0.8.3 blah blah blah. Okay, so with this patch, there's been added new quests to Mechanic and Ragman, specifically 5 for Mechanic and 17 for Ragman, okay? So for those of you who are already maxed out with Ragman, or level 3 for example, you're going to be kicked down to level 2 with the addition of the new quests. You know, it makes sense. And so let's get started with this, alright? So as you can see, this quest is pretty self-explanatory. You just need to get to level 2 loyalty with Ragman, and now let's move on. And getting on to our next quest, called Make Ultra Great Again. Mugga. So, Make Ultra Great Again is going to be your typical kill scavs quest, except on interchange of course, and the number being 30. Complete that and turn it in to move on to Big Sale. Big Sale is extremely simple. All you need to do is walk inside of Avocado, Costin, Trend, Dino Clothes, and Top Ran and survive the raid. Turn it in and let's move on to the next one. So here we have Blood of War, very similar to your other Go Mark This type of quest. Now the first tanker is on the east side of Interchange, halfway down the road from the power substation. Your second tanker is going to be pretty much in the most northeastern part of the map, right there, smack dab in the middle of the dirt parking section at the power substation. And now finally, your third and last tanker is going to be on the west side of the map, pretty much in the middle of the highway, almost parallel to the entrance of Ultra. Turn her in and move on to Database Part 1, in which Ragman has you collecting a cargo manifest from each of the 3 major stores. The first of which, Goshan, is going to be at the end of the line of registers closest to the Bizarro store. You're going to go back into the computer room, and on the second cluster of desks in the back, right there on the table, will be the manifest clipboard. As for the Ollie manifest, if you run into the store from the area where the actual Ollie cash register key is, there's a cluster again, a cluster of desks right there with computers and whatnot. Right on the counter desk is the manifest. Finally, the Idea manifest. If you run in through the main entrance of Idea and stick to the north, you'll come to this little office area. And then in this set of cubicles, on the right, on the counter desk, is the last manifest. Hand him over to Ragman and accept Dressed to Kill. Overall, this is a very easy quest. All you need is 7 cowboy hats and 7 Ushankas. They can be found all over Interchange on the mannequins. So turn that in and we get to work on Database Part 2. So, you're going to need the Ollie Logistics Room key for this one. So as you see, once you come in through the main entrance, you'll go into this little hall back here and unlock the door. Once doing so, you'll go in and turn to your left, and on the shelf will be the cargo route documents. Turn it in and we'll get to work on So a Good Part 1. So this is also a really self-explanatory quest. The ski hat with holes and eyes is the Shmaska, and that can be found on scavs here and there. It's kind of rare, I know. And then the pilgrims can also be found on scavs. I had some friends help me out, maybe you can too. Moving on to Gratitude, you're going to need the Salt Bay glasses, Ray benches, a Shamag, and the Ghost Clava. You're going to head over on Woods to the pier with the barrels. It's very easy to find. It's just at the shoreline at the lumber mill. You're going to place each of those items there, and that's it. There used to be a bug, but I believe it's fixed now. So turn that bad boy in and let's get to work on Sales Night. Sales Night is a really straight shooter type of quest. All you got to do is survive an interchange 20 times, and guess what guys, you can do it with run-throughs. Complete that and we'll move on to So It Good Part 2. Now this is an interesting quest because Ragman wants you to bring him 2 Gazelle armors, both damaged between 0 and 20% and 20 and 40% respectively. Now the thing about this is you can't buy Gazelle from Ragman at level 4 anymore until you've completed the Supervisor quest, so you want to start keeping it and stacking it up early so you're ready for it. You can get an interchange at the generic store, of course it spawns there, and every now and then on a scav, and maybe even a player who's unaware of it. And so as you just saw, I went into a raid with a buddy and had him fuck my armor up. That's all you gotta do guys, and then turn it in and we'll move on to So a Good Part 3. So a Good Part 3 is literally the same thing, just with fort armor. So say goodbye to 2 of your forts, guys. Next, in the key to success, Ragman is going to have you get him 2 fashion clothes design handbooks, alright? The first of which, or I should say second, you can find downstairs on the first level in literally the bookstore if you refer to the map I'm looking at. It is by Costin, just for reference. Just go ahead and swipe that off the shelf, and next we'll move on to Book 1. So this book is going to be found on the upper level of the mall, on the southern end, just across from Figaro in a store with Russian or Cyrillic lettering. It's going to be on the floor, kind of standing out from a whole bunch of other books. Go ahead and turn that in, and then we'll get started on Supervisor. So here we are with the Supervisor quest, and for this you need to turn in your Goshan key, which can be found at the gas station in Customs inside the bus on one of the seats. Complete this quest and you'll finally be able to start buying Gazelle from Ragman in level 4 again. Next we move on to So Good Part 4. Another very simple quest, which is again curious because it's showing up at the end of the quest line, which you would expect to be harder. Anyhow, for this you're going to need 2 AVS rigs, 2 Blackrocks, and 2 WT rigs. That's it, guys. Turn it in and accept Charisma Brings Success, which is pretty pretending of the actual content of the quest, or goal, rather I should say. Since you just need to get to level 10 Charisma to complete the quest, go ahead and get it up. I've been told you can get it by looting, you know, cash registers and stuff like that, buying, selling, whatever you gotta do, just do it, and you'll be there in no time. And now this finally brings us to our last task, guys, and I gotta say, this was probably one of the most hardest tasks that I've ever had to do. It took me, you know, hours of contemplation to figure out. You gotta get level 2 Therapist Loyalty. That's it, really. It stays true to its name, though. No fuss is needed. And that's it, guys. Tasks 1 through 17 for Ragman. I hope I was able to assist you in some way. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.